Hey everyone, thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you guys could see me behind all this. I got my crystal ball ready to go. Hope you guys are doing well. And thank you guys for being so patient. I know I didn't go live in front of the camera this morning, but I did make a video that I posted this morning. So yesterday, I injured myself. I was getting ready for the show actually yesterday morning, and all of a sudden, a very sharp pain in my back, and it shot up to my neck, and then even my crown, so my head too. But very sharp pain. I still really can't turn my head that way very well. My favorite guy friend told me to go to a chiropractor, so I had to. I bit the bullet, and I went today for the first time in my life. So I got my neck all cracked up, and I'll be going back on Thursday to get that again because it's still not completely fixed. It's a project, the man said, so pretty cool. We're gonna take care of it. But what I did was I went to the gym. I go to the gym in the mornings before the morning shows. So I go to the gym, and then I come back here and I get ready. I take a shower, blah blah blah. So I did take a shower, but while I was blow drying my hair, I got this terrible sharp pain, and it just was unbearable. It just sucked. It really sucked. It's a pinched nerve in the back, and then it shot up all the way up. But I'm good. I feel good today, you guys. It'll go away. I'm sure a lot of you have experienced something similar. We all do in our lives at some points, right? So yeah, just be careful. All of you that do exercise, just be careful. I was going pretty quick, so I think that maybe I was moving too quickly or something. I don't know. But anyways, I'm all good. Thank you guys for all your loving compliments, your comments, your support, your emails, phone calls. Thank you guys so much. You're so sweet. And all the energy healings that you sent too. It works because I heal very quickly, and I know that it's all of your momentum behind it. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much. And let's see who's out there. We're going to do a little bit of a different kind of twist on the readings for each sign tonight. So it's not your typical let's pull cards on every single sign like most tarot channels. This is going to be a crystal ball reading for each zodiac, but also including your zodiac Celtic animal. So we're going to get into the Celtic animal. So a lot of you might know already about what your Celtic zodiac animal is, your spirit animal, but we will get into it. And remember, you are made of the sun, moon, and rising signs. So I'll go through it when I'll use myself as an example. So since I'm a Capricorn, Gemini moon, Gemini rising, technically I'm two animals. So, but most people that are not a double sign, you have three. You will have three animals. So you will learn what they are tonight because I took all the notes down. It's on every single banner I'm going to hold up with your sign, your zodiac. So, but pay attention because a lot of times your sun, if we just do a reading for your sun sign, it's not going to resonate as well as maybe your moon sign or even your rising sign. So pay attention to that. Whatever resonates, take whatever resonates. So I will be channeling each sign, each energy. And remember, I don't know if a lot of you know about your deacons. So deacons or deacons, I've heard people say. Oh, wow. Well, almost blew out the candle. Anyway, so deacons, there's different degrees. It's about your degrees of what you are, right? So for an example, I'm a Capricorn, 11 degree Capricorn. So I would be a second deacon Capricorn. So that's a second, I guess you could say the second level Capricorn because I'm not a December Capricorn. I'm a January 2nd. So I am in the second deacon. But that also makes me a deer with the Celtic zodiac. So I'm just kind of showing you guys the rundown on how this is going to work here. So that does make me a deer. Okay. But my degree in Gemini, moon and rising, let me pull Gemini up here real quick. So my degree in Gemini is 29 degrees. So I am a later Gemini where my moon and rising, I think my rising is a 29 degree and the moon is also, I think, a 23 or 24 degree. So I'm in the later Gemini. So that would be a wren, a bird. So I'm a deer and a bird. in the Celtic Zodiac. So that's just an example of how you guys can figure it out for yourselves. And then again, if you have a different rising, if you're not a double like myself, let's say you're rising, let's say it's Aquarius, okay? For example, my Venus is Aquarius, so I could use that also. So Aquarius, it's a deer that transitions into the cat, and then once you get into a February, it turns February 18th, it turns into the snake. So it just really depends on where you were born, what decan, what degree. Are you an early Aquarius? Are you an early Capricorn? Are you a later one or middle? It really depends on where you're at. That's why I have to say a lot of the I love all the tarot readers out there. There's a lot of great tarot readers, great channels. I even indulge sometimes just to hear some background noise when I'm cleaning house. Shout out to Rich Lop. I still play you. I will play it in the background and I hear, all this great information. But then I always have wondered though, because we have different degrees. Some of us are very strong, dominant Capricorns, and some of us aren't so much. There's a lot of Capricorns that aren't, and they're more so like their moon and rising sign. So that's why I'm telling you now, take what resonates. If your sun sign reading just doesn't resonate, listen for your moon, listen for your rising. If you're only interested in a love reading, maybe you're going through something with a relationship, then you want to listen to whatever sign you have your Venus in. So Venus is a big deal. Mars as well. Mars for relationships too, because that's a lot of the like pleasure and all that kind of stuff, intimacy and stuff. So yeah, and hidden secrets. We are moving into Scorpio season very soon. It's always a good time of year, I think. I always like it. But anyways, how's everyone out there? I see Connie Phillips is out there. She is definitely a Pisces sun and moon. Oh yeah, very intuitive. Ooh, we have Mary Kaysen in the house. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mary. So sweet. And we have Cindy 737 in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you so much for being here. We have quite the house full. Okay, that's good. I'm sure more will come as we get going here. And whoever watches this later, again, it's always meant for you whenever you want to listen. If you are being drawn to, even other channels too, if you are being drawn to a certain reader or a certain, it just pops up and it resonates with you, it is definitely meant for you to see, to hear. So yeah, let's do this. We're going to dial in. So we're going to get started right now. I am going to, should I go in order? You guys know I don't like to go in order, but I think I will. I think I will tonight. All right, so we're going to start with Aries, okay? So Aries, we're going to start with, so let's go over this real quick. So I know we have a lot of Aries out there. So March 21st to April 19th, that is the typical time frame for an Aries. Sun, moon, or rising, take it how it resonates, okay? So Fox. I know quite a few Aries. They are a fox. They definitely fit the fox profile. And then March 18th to April 14th, okay? So it does transition. So the later Aries, the ones that go back, it's later, and then it kind of transitions into Taurus. It'll get into Taurus. Obviously, you're going to move into bull territory, cow or bull, okay? So, but most, you're more so like the fox. And what's so significant about the Celtic Zodiac, the animals, is that we have a lot of common personality traits. So this is a new little, it's not new, it's old, but a lot of channels are not doing this right now. But I think as we are opening up more of our intuition and we're just, I don't know, I keep getting these weird, it's like visions of places I've been, I guess, because where would the visions come from? But I'm out walking in this beautiful forestry, almost like a fairyland, which I love fairies. You guys probably saw my fairy in my opening video. So I don't know. I just keep getting these beautiful, like fantasy, different worlds. And then the Palladians I will tap into and I will channel and I'll ask Palladian starseed connectors Metatron for more information, and I'll get more information. And what I'm gathering is that I have been there. I have been in these places before. I'm also very drawn to, there's a beautiful nature reserve down the road here. So drawn to it. So as much as I possibly can, I'll go there for a walk, and I just love it. It's beautiful. It looks like a little rainforest, but it's just gorgeous. But I'm being very called to that. But what triggered all of this are the animals out here in the wildlife. And me just wondering about, why aren't we paying more attention to the animals, our spirit animals? We all are animals, really, inside of us. We have a lot of different personality traits. But I want you guys to do more research after the show. Go research your animal if you haven't already. And seriously, the personality traits, like I've got the deer and I've got the bird, definitely have a lot of the personality traits. So it's very interesting. I'm just very fascinated by all of it. The older magical things that we're getting into, I want to bring it all forward so we can look into it more. But anyways, let's get back to Aries. Okay, so Aries, and there's the dates there. You guys can figure that out amongst yourselves, whether you're a fox or a bull, or right on the cusp, you might even be. But here we go. So I'm going to just channel here. I do have cards in my hand, but I'm not going to pull cards tonight. We're going to do the crystal ball. We may pull cards towards the end, because it's always fun. But let's do the crystal ball here. So this is for Aries. I will leave that up for you so you guys could figure that out. Let's see. What are the messages for Aries? It is October 15th, 2024. What are the messages for Aries as we move forward? We also have this Hunter's Moon. What are the messages for Aries? So standing your ground. I think there's a lot of Aries right now that it's not necessarily it's not a good communication grounds right now for other people with an Aries. That's what I'm picking up. So it's not that Aries is the issue. Aries, the whole energy is that you can kind of see where you want to go. You're very motivated to get something done right now, or to even go somewhere. A lot of you are traveling too. But you're very determined to get something done, to accomplish something. There's an accomplishment. You're right around the corner, about to accomplish something that you've been trying for a long time. So other people in your circle, friends, maybe even some colleagues, they're just not on the same level of thinking. It's not that they're wrong. It's just that they don't see your vision. They don't see where you're going. This is like big dreams. So you're trying to accomplish your big dreams, and you're motivated. But others around you don't have that same mentality at the moment. They have it in them, but they're not using it. Aries is pretty fiery, I would have to say right now. Obviously, they are fire, but I'm getting that they will, even if you are a boss, you will possibly be firing someone. That's what I'm getting. So if you are a boss, if you own a business, you have a lot of employees, there are two that you're going to leave behind or let go. So some of you are going to leave them behind and go forward and just do it yourself, which that's very Aries mentality. But this is the time for you, especially this time period right now. You're coming into your own more than ever right now. So this is your time to reign your power. Anyone that's not at your frequency, unfortunately, cannot stay. And I think that's the realization. And Aries are very strong individuals, very strong, but also very sweet in the inside. And there's a lot of, it's like inner pain. I feel like a lot of Aries individuals have held on for so long because of love, because of uncomfortableness. They didn't want to make the other person uncomfortable, but they're going to have to draw the line. They're going to have to walk away, let go. Financially, you're rising up, you're leveling up, but the others aren't seeing that. They're only seeing what they see day to day. So they're not expanding. Love and relationships for Aries, there is something there because there's something about family. I see a little one. I see like a baby being held. I see happiness, laughter, children. So a lot of nurturing. Aries, you're going to have a lot of nurturing through this full moon that we're going through. Yes, you're going to come in more to your power. You've never been afraid of using your voice, but even more now, it's going to be a lot easier for you to stick up for yourself and to take charge because you're rising to success. So cardinal signs, again, I just want to stop for a second. Cardinal signs right now with the Aries full moon. Okay, so this is your full moon. But all cardinal signs right now, especially with the Pluto Capricorn thing going on for the last time, thank God, and angels and all of it. This is huge. This is all the transformations are pretty much, it's a wrap up. Okay, so you'll see all the cardinal signs taking the lead. Their whole self-identity has been transformed. They've gone through many transformations, but this is the biggest one. So even for Aries, so yes, like I said, they're very strong, but they're very soft on the inside. But right now, whoever has been left over that has not stepped up to the plate, so to speak, for an Aries, or hasn't, because Aries are very loyal, very, so they put forth a lot of energy for other people, and then they don't always get the reciprocation. So that's kind of the energy I was pulling in. So whoever's not reciprocating for you, Aries, it looks like you're letting them go. And it might be a harsh time right now, might not be that friendly, but you will have to do what you have to do for your own peace, for your own happiness. But that's what I'm getting for Aries. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with them right now. Nope. But for love, it looked good. For love, relationships, and family, it looked really nice. Very loving and sweet. But hey, let's move forward now. We're going to go to Taurus. Sorry. We're moving on to Taurus over here. So I hope all the Aries, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it resonated. Make sure to listen to your moon and rising if it did not resonate as a sun sign. So same for Taurus. Here we go. April 20th to May 20th those are the typical dates. So the bull, yeah, you don't want to mess with the Taurus either. Nope. And a seahorse. So the later into May. Okay, so when you go into May, they turn into the seahorse. This is their Celtic animal. So just figure out your day. What decan are you? Are you an early Taurus, middle, or late Taurus? Then you'll find out if you're a bull or a seahorse. But it's pretty cool. And then look up the personality traits. It's very interesting to see if you have common personality traits. So I'm going to take that down because I realized you can't really see the crystal ball with that up there, but you guys get the gist of the game now that we're playing. All right, so here we go. So for Taurus, let's ask, what are the messages for Taurus as Taurus moves through this full moon in Aries? It's going to be a beautiful moon, but what does Taurus need to know? This is more of an inner, so inside the Taurus is very, I don't know if there's an offset because of Libra right now. Libra's a little bit off at the moment. Venus is off right now with Taurus. So there's a lot of overthinking going for some. This won't be for all Tauruses, but whoever's energy this is, I'm really feeling there's someone around a certain energy of Taurus. It could be multiples of you. You may have people around you that are feeling guilty for something they may have said to you. They put you down. There's something about miscommunication at this moment with a Taurus. Taurus is in inner conflict, might even be in a silent treatment, but there's some inner conflict going there this whole full moon, I think, is going to definitely transfer those emotions. It's not going to last very long. Financially, though, Taurus, I feel like you're going to have good financials. There's something new, or there's something you're bringing back from your past that you're going to redo, or you're going, I don't know if this is a renovation thing. Some of you are, I don't know, is this interior design or something? Maybe you're renovating your home. Taurus is all about, okay, so what I'm getting here, what I'm seeing is that the inner conflict is causing them to be creative. So the creativity is the outcome of how they feel inside. So they're expressing themselves through creativity and silence with those that are hurt, that have hurt them through words. There's a sense of sadness for Taurus, but it's going to pass. There's a lot of opinions about yourself that are not true. You need to let that go. Whoever this is for, I don't know who this is for. I'm not close to any Tauruses really at the moment, so I don't think it's anyone of mine. But I do feel that there's Tauruses out there. Maybe it's just the collective overall as a Taurus energy. You guys are feeling, there's just this sadness a little bit in your heart about something. But it is about yourself, and you need to let that go, because you're just causing yourself more pain believing something that's not true about yourself. It has to do with your confidence. It has to do with the way you look at yourself. Maybe it's the way you look at yourself in the mirror. Maybe you're judging yourself too harshly. Yeah. So they're not really seeing the beauty. Whoever this is for, they're not seeing their own beauty, and they're just kind of nagging at themselves, which I guess is better than nagging at other people. Because we know Tauruses can be kind of, they'll say whatever, but don't pick on yourself. That's what I'm getting. You're picking on yourself too much. You're when you pull yourself down in that negative or lower frequency, and this isn't for all Tauruses, this is for whoever it is that I'm tapping into. I have no idea. But if you're really being hard on yourself and you're not where you think you should be at this moment, stop obsessing over that, because the more you obsess over it, the more you pick on yourself, the more you're going to make that a likely factor. Like, it's true. It's going to come true. The more you believe it, the more you go in circles, the more you think it, then it's going to be true. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting for Taurus. Financially, though, it looked good. And what I like about this energy with Taurus, with this full moon energy, is that they're going to be expressing themselves. Okay, so maybe expressing themselves in the home. A lot of Tauruses might be cooking a lot, decorating, redoing, renovating. I felt like there's a lot of renovations going on. So if you love a Taurus, if you have a Taurus in your life and you love them, they might be hard on themselves right now, but they're hiding it. But you'll see them express these beautiful creativity things in the home, maybe even giving gifts. Who knows? But I think that's how they're coping with it right now. There's a lot going on in astrology. So I think Taurus is having a little bit of a difficulty. That's what I'm getting. But let's move forward. We're going to just keep moving through these. We're already at 25 minutes. Man, it's okay. Here we go. Gemini. We're not going to rush. We're just going to go through these, and I will timestamp these. So if you can't watch the whole thing, you can come back and just watch it, your sign or whatever. But here we go for Gemini. So May 21st to June 20th are the typical dates for Gemini. And moon, rising, sun. All right. So the seahorse goes until June 9th, and then it turns into the bird, the wren. So it does turn into the wren for the middle, and the later Geminis. So keep that in mind. But here we go. We're going to do it. So Geminis. All right. And again, I got the moon and the rising Gemini. Let's see what we get. Hopefully, we get something strong for Gemini. Let's take a look. So Gemini moving through an Aries full moon, Hunter's moon. Let's take a look for Gemini. What are the messages that we need to hear for all the gems out there as a collective? So, Gemini, I feel like there's a lot of energy surrounding music or writing. There's a lot of activity going on. The brain is active, okay? So the mind is not settled. It's not going to be settled for a while. With all the Mars action, that's probably why this is happening. But there's a lot of just hyper high energy of just going and going and going. So remember to slow down, is that's what's coming into. Take care of yourself, slow down. Fortune, definitely fortune. Using your voice. Okay, so using your voice is going to help you in your career. So for those Geminis out there that need to speak up about something, maybe ask for a higher position, higher raise. Maybe you need to step away from a job. Gemini, they love change. They always love change. So that's what I'm getting to. You're going to change something with your career, but you're going to speak up about it. And that's the key that's going to bring you more fortune, more prosperity. You already know what you need to do. You just haven't actually said it yet. You're thinking it. It's already been in your mind. Your mind is everywhere. I'm getting a lot of information. As long as you stay true to your childlike spirit, you will always be prosperous. That's coming through. Childlike spirit. There's something with a parent coming through. For some Geminis, there could be a parent in your life, even if it's someone who raised you that's not biological. I'm getting that too. A parent figure that might not be feeling well. There's someone with an ill parent, a Gemini that's ill, or a Gemini that has someone in their family that's ill. It could go either way. But what I'm picking up is there is someone that is ill, but your spirit being around them helps them, uplifts them, heals them. So use your voice. I keep hearing that. Use your voice. Yeah, very cool. Use your voice, Geminis. That's okay. So that's it's one of the best things Gemini has, I think, is talking. They can talk your ear off. But that's what I'm getting. I kind of got a little dizzy with that one. But what I'm picking up is speak what you need. If you need something, if you need to change something, don't be afraid to hurt someone's feelings because you got to choose yourself. But then going back to whoever's ill, if there's a Gemini's out there with someone that's ill, you know, your spirit, your high energy helps them. So make sure that you are hanging around them and being there for comfort for sure. Let's take a look and see what else we have. We're going to move on to Cancer, but that was for Gemini. That was good. That was a good one. Cancer, so typical dates June 21st to July 22nd. So the Ren does finish off that later part of June, and then it moves into the horse. Okay, so Cancer has pretty good ones, a bird and a horse. For later, it goes into later July, and then we'll get into Leo, and I'll show you guys what Leo is too. But anyways, let's see for Cancers out there. So the water sign of Cancer, going through this Aries full moon on the 17th, just in a couple days. The water sign of Cancer. So right now, I feel for the whole collective of Cancer, or whoever this is that I'm channeling, what I'm getting from the source that's coming through is they need to be grounded. So Cancers need to be grounded. They need to go within, kind of be a hermit right now. Work through your emotions. Don't obsess. Patience. And just hold on. That's what's coming through. So if someone in your life is trying to rush you to make a decision, or you're trying to figure something out on your own and you feel like things aren't moving fast enough, that's kind of the energy I'm getting. But the words that we heard was wait, have patience, hold on, work through your emotions, be more of a hermit at this time. So there's also the nurturing. The nurturing side of Cancer needs to nurture themselves at this time. There's a lot of people kind of being needy with the Cancers right now. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting the word needy. I'm getting push and pull. There's a lot of mixed feelings about certain people in your life, whoever this is for. So if you are caught up in a lot of emotions, a lot of overthinking at this time, whenever, it doesn't matter what your sign is, but whenever you're overthinking, that means you need to slow down. You need to slow down and go within and kind of do a self-evaluation. That's what needs to be done. So with Cancer, it's not a bad reading, but what I'm getting is it's kind of all over the place. It's very emotional. It's, like I said, push and pull, tug of war kind of feeling. One moment happy, then the next moment like really upset or angry or crying, and it's just back and forth energy. And kind of what I'm picking up too is that there could be a relationship that you're in, or a relationship around you, that's this energy that's kind of being absorbed into your life. So if that's happening to you, that's when you need to take a step back and just go within, and be alone, be peaceful, choose yourself at this time. Whenever, and it doesn't matter your sign, it's for everybody, every human and animals know how to do it. Whenever they're conflicted, they go off on their own, and that's kind of the energy I'm picking up for Cancers right now. So this sounds like they're having a little bit of a tough time through this. We've got Mars. Mars isn't so pleasant with a Cancer. So there's a lot of feelings going on for them right now. So let's send all our love and our light to the Cancers that we know and we love, for sure. Let's see what else is out there. We're going to take a look for Leo. Let's move on to Leo. The lions out there. Let's see any Leos in the house. I'm sure we have a lot of Leos. Here we go. July 23rd to August 22nd, the typical dates. And I'm sorry if I get any of these dates wrong. I did check them. They should be correct. But anyway, so the horse. And then it later turns into the fish. Okay, so I know that we usually see that Pisces is a fish, and they are. But in the Celtic Zodiac, it moves on like this. The horse, and then later August, the fish. And the fish does carry on into Virgo too. And then it transitions into another animal. So again, the reason why I'm bringing the animals into it is because we share personalities with all the animals. So we need to really pay attention to that, for sure. But here we go. So for Leos, sweet Leos out there and the angry ones, let's check in on them. Let's see. What are the energies? And remember, there's different deacons. So there's every sign. There's different versions. There's good Leos. There's strong, dominant ones, high frequency, low frequency of every single sign. So I love them all, but let's check in on the Leos. What messages for Leo as they move and transition through Aries full moon, the Hunter's moon? Let's take a look. So I heard the word moving. So there's a lot of Leos, I guess, that want to move, relocation. They're getting a little antsy. They're getting a little tired of the same thing. They want variety and excitement. All right, I'm getting a kind of a wild energy like Gemini right now. They both just have this urge to want to keep going. They want some excitement in their life. They don't want to keep doing the same thing. All right, so it's work. I know that work is running down a lot of Leos right now. They have a lot of momentum, a lot of energy, but they're just tired of using it all for what they're doing for a living right now. So Leos are changing. Leos are they're getting that spark of fire, I think, from Aries. That push. They're getting that push to change things. And some Leos may be starting a family. I sense that. I don't know who this is or who I'm channeling. But there's families that are beginning. A lot of Leos are taking the lead. They're just going to start building their empires. They're very motivated, but they don't want to waste their energy on the wrong people or in the wrong career. Yeah, it's like they mean business right now. Yeah, travel or moving for a lot of you, a lot of Leos. Also, learning something new, studying something. If there's something that you've been studying for a while, it looks like you're going to take that with you in this career shift, change. You're going to drop from a career that you're currently in and go for something that you've always wanted to do. There's a lot of confidence with Leo right now. This is good. I think that the Aries energy helps them. I really do. I think Aries and Leo, I think it's a good combo, I have to say. I know a lot of people don't say that, but I do think that this is going to push them in the right direction that they've been wanting to go for a while, but maybe they procrastinated. Because a lot of Leos, and what I was getting to was they don't always have this momentum all the time or drive and feeling good about themselves to do something. Because sometimes they're so hard on themselves. They remind me of the Cowardly Lion sometimes. Like they're very sweet on the inside, and then they pick and poke at themselves too much. We all can see their potential. A typical Leo, they're usually very beautiful and they've got it all. Like, why aren't they going for it, you know? But it's because sometimes they just have this inner reflection of themselves, this belief, kind of like Taurus we talked about. They're kind of going through that. But Leo right now, no, you guys are good. You guys have that fire. Use this fire, use this momentum and go after it, whatever it is. Don't hold back. You got it. So this is a good time for you, Leo, for sure. Let's see. We're moving on. We're moving on to Virgo. So the Virgos out there. Typical dates, August 23rd to September 22nd. So the fish, like we said, it the Leos, yes, the later Leos, it turned into the fish. And then into September, it turns into the swan. So Virgos are fish and swan. It just depends on what your date is. But very cool combination. So let's channel in. So the earthy Virgos, how are they going to handle this fiery Aries full moon? Okay, so Virgos, I heard the word attitude. I heard the word attitude, a little bit pissed off. Yeah, so I'm getting a little bit that there's a lot of it's a conflict again. So there's some conflict with Virgo. It's not your own though. What I'm getting is it's not your own energy. So if something is making you feel frustrated, you need to observe your surroundings, observe the relationships around you. Are you like a mother hen, or are you a overprotective father or something? I kind of have that energy here too. There's too much outcome obsession. And what I mean by that is that there's obsession about how is something going to turn out. There's a little bit of a neurotic behavior going on. But it's not your own. It's caused by some outside energy, and I don't think yeah, it's not yours. It's someone in your life. It could be a child. Like I said, I felt like an overprotective father. It could even be an overprotective father over a daughter that's a Virgo. It could go either way. But what I'm getting is that there's this aggression, attitude. Yeah, so Virgos need to be grounded. I'm getting that too. Ground them. They need to be grounded. They need to feel secure. So there's a sense of not feeling secure in a situation at this time. Yeah. It's not insecurity with themselves. It's a security of home, financial, and what's going to happen. What's going to happen with this situation? What's going to happen to so and so? Maybe it's their daughter or their son or something. But it's like a neurotic feeling. I was picking that up. I don't like that. But it's not your own. So what I got was, it's not Virgo making that neurotic behavior. They're being like pressured, and all this worry is around them. So they're kind of absorbing it. They're absorbing it like empaths we all are over here, or you wouldn't be watching. But you pick up other energy, and then you kind of melt into that if you don't protect your energy and your energetic field. So yeah, you're gonna feel everybody's energy. It's just like, and a lot of you can relate to this. You walk into a restaurant, and I hate this. I haven't done it in a while. I don't even like to go in crowded places, because even in the store, because you feel everybody's energy. You can feel the lady pushing her cart next to you that's just pissed off, or kids running around and the mom or dad's yelling at them, and it's just not a good environment. But anyways, you could feel it. You can absorb all that. It's just all hitting you, and by the time you walk out of the place, it's like it's a fiasco. Like, I don't even want to go. But anyways, it's us though. We need to protect our energy though too, right? So when we stay in a very high frequency, and I'm talking, when I go to the store and I start to absorb everyone's energy, it's usually because I'm tired already. I was doing this all day, and then I go and I'm around these people, and I just can't. And I know a lot of you can relate to that. So, but to protect your energy is to be in your high frequency, be alert, observant, and it doesn't bother you. Early in the morning, I'm fine. I can do it. I have all my strength. I'm fully protected. It's when you're tired, when you're not feeling the greatest, that's when you're going to feel the most absorption of other people's feelings. So, you guys have told me this too, protect your energy, rest, so that is so important. That's one of my biggest lessons that I've learned right now. But that's what I was sensing with Virgo is over rushed. They had this over adrenaline rush from everybody kind of needing them. I feel like they're the one running the show, maybe at their house, like they're the mom doing everything or the dad doing everything, and it's taking its toll. And when you're tired or worn out, that's when your frequency will drop a little bit, and that's when you're going to absorb the negative energies. So whoever needed to hear that, I know sometimes I do too. We all do it. We're all human. We all get tired. So Virgo, just protect your energy, and I would rest. You need a lot of rest. You need to kind of clear your mind, go for a walk in nature, go play in your garden. Virgos love that. Let's see. We're going to move forward now. Let's see what else we have. We have Libra coming up. Any Libras in the house? I'm sure we have some of them out there. And check your moon and rising too. Okay. So Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd is your typical Libra date. We're going to move right along. I just don't want to start a fire. There you go. So, like I said, the swan carries over in September, and then it carries on into October. We have the butterfly. So Libra and Scorpio actually share the butterfly. So that's pretty cool. as it moves on through. So again, figure it out, whatever date you're born or your moon or rising. Yeah, you'll figure it out, but those are the animals there. Check out the personality traits with you. But here we go. Let's check it out for Libra. So, what does Libra, the energy, the collective of Libra, what do they need to know? Moving through Aries full moon, the Aries full moon in just a couple of days for Libra. So, Libra, what I'm getting is, I wouldn't say impulsive, but I feel like they want to take a risk. I'm getting risk. They want to jump. I'm getting the word jump. Yeah. So, if it's a romantic person, a romantic relationship, it looks like there's no fear for Libra at this time. So as an air sign, Libra, they usually are very social and friendly and bubbly, but what I'm getting is they are fearless right now. Similar to what I saw with Leo. So Libras are definitely taking action when it comes to love, interaction with children, family. So they're feeling very good right now. They're feeling high frequency. They're feeling very confident. I don't know if there's some of the Libras out there that might be getting a divorce. I heard the word divorce. Okay. So maybe some Libras out there may be getting a divorce. But it feels like it's a happy and, like transformation, letting go and moving on. Like they agree upon it, whoever this is. So some of you might have a ending of a relationship. If it's not your own, it could be someone around you. I could be reading it a little bit off there. It could just be maybe a family member. You're the Libra, but your family member is getting a divorce, or there's a peaceful ending is what I'm getting. It's peaceful. But it's happy. It's not a bad thing. There's all so I see like a rainbow and I see laughter, and it's just like it's a freeing energy. Libra. And then let's see, anything for career for Libras, anything with career. So Libras in career right now, it looks like there's something changing within where you work or who you work for. There's a change coming and going. So maybe some people are leaving and new people are coming in. You're leaving. I'm getting you're leaving. So some Libras are leaving their job as well. That seems to be the theme right now. There's a lot of endings. But love is the highlight for Libra at this time. It looks like they're very excited. There's a lot of happiness around them and joy. I mean, it is their birthday time, Libras. We're not in Scorpio yet, so that makes sense. So I'm getting more of an energy of like how Gemini had, and who was it? Leo. Leo was very excitable. A lot on the mind, a lot of great ideas, creativity for Libra too. So very good. I would say Libra is a really positive, like they're ready to go too. Like they want change. They want to just kind of go for it. And the first word I heard was jump. So they kind of want to just jump into things and let's get the ball rolling. So that's a good sign. That's a good air energy to be in. And air energy is very high frequency. So I like it. Very nice. Let's see what else is out there. Now we have Scorpio. Oh, spooky Scorpio. We're moving into their season very soon. But what I like about Scorpio, especially right now as we move into the, the fake election contest. So as we move into that part of of the astrology, it's going to be very revealing. We all know this. This is Red October. We only have 3 weeks until then. But I love that it's moving into Scorpio because it is one of my favorite times of the year. It is challenging for a lot of us in good ways personally because it helps you to transform. Scorpio is all about transformation, ruled by Pluto. Pluto. So Pluto is all about transformation. Plus, we have the last transit with Capricorn and Pluto. So, yeah, thank the heavens for that one. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's take a look into Scorpio. So all the Scorpios out there. Let's see. So butterfly and then into the wolf. So the later Scorpios, you would turn into a wolf. So just take a look at your dates. And if you're early Scorpio, you're probably a butterfly, but then it turns right into the wolf. So it's pretty cool. Check it out. All right, Scorpio. What messages for Scorpio as we move through this Aries full moon? So Scorpios in general, they're actually going to be quite shocking. I'm getting the word shocking, and I'm getting a twist of fate. Okay, so there could be a lot of, I don't know if you guys know a lot of Scorpios out there. I personally don't have any in my immediate life at the moment, so whoever's energy this is. But there's a shock, and it's a good shock. It's like something that they're pulling out of the bag, like a magician. It's something that they have had for quite some time. It might be a hidden career. It could be just a hidden talent. It's something that's going to shock the ones they love around them as they kind of develop into someone that maybe it's like a new identity. So a lot of Scorpios right now are going to go through this transformation, but of a new identity. They're pulling something from their past into their future of now. But others around them are going to be very taken back by it, like surprised. And it might ruffle some feathers in their family. It might not be what others really want, but it doesn't matter because it's what Scorpio wants. It's whatever you want. So whatever it is that you are changing, it's a shock to many around you, but it's a good thing. It's good for you because it's you following your heart. So Scorpio is a very emotional state right now. I'm getting a very emotional, like drained energy, maybe even overworked. I think that word divorce is definitely it's associated with a Scorpio. Maybe it's a Libra and Scorpio because we had it in the last reading. There could be a Scorpio out there that wants to just change their whole life, a whole new clean slate. They want to end a relationship and just get out. They're out of a situation, get out of a career that they're tied to, a company they're tied to. I don't know if it's a company. It could be for multiple people. Again, I don't know who this is for, but Scorpios are going to take a twist. It's a twisted, in a good way. It's something you didn't see coming with a Scorpio in your life. Yeah, so shocking decisions, I would say. If I had to name that reading, I think Scorpios are going to go through a transition, and it could be provoked by this Aries full moon. That's going to trigger them to make this decision that they've maybe been pondering about for a very long time. But they're going to shock a lot of people around them. And I don't think a lot of people are going to like it, but hey, it doesn't matter. We say it all the time. It doesn't matter. You're not trying to please everyone. Do what makes you feel your best, So whoever needs to hear that, doesn't matter what your sign is, just do what makes you happy. But yeah, there's gonna be some good times for Scorpio. I think it's something we need to do. We all come to that point in our lives at times, right? That we need to just walk away from something, announce to your family something that they might think is crazy, but in your mind it's not. So just do it. It's good. It's a good, definite feeling. I like it. I think Scorpios are on fire, literally, with the Aries full moon. Yep. Let's see what else is out there. We got Sagittarius. Sagittarius, another, so this is a good fire sign. Love Sagittarius. The adventure of the Sag. I have it in my chart somewhere. I just can't remember what placement, but it's in there somewhere. But Sagittarius, okay, so we're going to tap into their energy. So November 22nd to December 21st is the typical dates. So wolf to a falcon. That's pretty cool. So again, the later part of December as it transitions, middle December to end of December, turns into a falcon. All right, so let's look into them. Sagittarius. And for those of you that are just tuning in, I have the animals tied into this so that you can look up your personality traits with each zodiac, moon, sun, moon, and rising. So most of you are 3 animals, but a lot of us that are double signs are only 2. So yeah, it's very interesting. So you might want to look into that. But let's take a look for Sagittarius. What are the messages? As Sagittarius moves through this Aries full moon, what does Sagittarius need to know? So Sagittarius, they may have something going on with a sibling or a parent. It's a family thing. So there's a family thing going on with Sagittarius. There could be boundaries that are trying to be placed upon them. Sagittarius isn't having it. I'm getting like a younger energy. I don't know if this is for someone's children out there and you're the parent or vice versa, but Sagittarius you can't control them. So whoever needs to hear that, don't try to control a Sagittarius. You can't control anyone, but that's kind of the energy I'm getting. It's like a parent versus a child. It could even be a marriage, because a lot of marriages are like that, sadly. Just take it how it resonates. But one is trying to overpower the other. There's a power struggle with Sagittarius, which is not a smart move. So what I'm picking up is like anger. All right, so some are pushing Sagittarius too far to where they're just angered and they're going to run. That's what I'm getting. So if there's anyone out there struggling with the Sagittarius, don't push them, because they're just going to run. They're going to move away. That's what I'm getting. They're going to move away. Whoever needs to hear that. If there's a child that wants to move out, if it's a relationship and one person wants out of the situation and the other one doesn't, you have to let the person go. If they want to go, let them go. So Sagittarius, I'm hearing break free. So you're supposed to break free. This is part of a cycle that's going to take you further in your life, further in your career. This is just a learning situation. All right, so that's an ending. That is an ending and a new beginning. It's like the moon card that I have in my deck there. So it's ending a situation that you've already learned the lesson. But if you hang on too long, it's going to become toxic. So you've already learned it. You need to accept it and then move on. And I think Sagittarius, the whole energy collective is already there. But there's someone that they love. That's why I'm thinking it's a parent. It could be a husband or a wife too. There's love there. There's a bond there. But you can't keep going in circles. So there's a toxic situation for some Sagittariuses out there. But they're going to break free. And again, the more you keep pushing somebody, especially the one that loves freedom, like Sagittarius, Aquarius, all of them, right? the air signs, especially fire, they're going to run. They're going to leave. So whoever needs to hear that, stop pushing the Sagittarius to the limits, because you're going to regret it. You may never see them again or for a long time. So you don't ever want to do that. But that's kind of the energy I was picking up for Sagittarius. Let's see what we have coming up next. Capricorn. Okay. So Sagittarius, again, it wasn't a bad reading. It's just someone I feel is trying to push you into something you don't want to do. Follow your gut, move on. The lesson is done. You've already learned it. You got to move on. All right. Capricorn, let's move forward. So the typical dates, December 22nd to January 19th. The hawk. Okay. From the hawk of the Sagittarius or the falcon. It's moving into the deer land. Okay, you turn into a deer. Bambi, actually. So that's what happens for again, if you're just tuning in now, I'm throwing the animals in there. The Celtic Zodiac, because it's very important. I think that it's something that we don't pay attention to enough, and we share a lot of personality traits with the animals. So take a look into it. Sun, moon, and rising. All of you that have 3 animals, I am jealous because I only get 2. So, but enjoy. Look it up later for sure. So, here we go for Capricorn. What are the messages that the Capricorns, the Cappies, need to know as we move through this Aries full moon in 2 days? All right. So, this is a heightened time right now for the Capricorns. Yeah, this is about career. This is about focus. This is about the self. Aries so Capricorn is embodying Aries. So Capricorn is using Aries to the full extent. That's what I'm getting. It's very matter of fact. It's very direct. So Aries is helping Capricorn to be their authentic full self. And focus. They're very driven at this time. So the Mars and then that Pluto transition, that's all helping. So what I'm getting for all Capricorns, the collective of the energy of Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, wherever it is in your chart, there's this strong, and what I'm getting are winds. So it's like strong winds of just heightened focus. You're going to be very focused. All you're going to be thinking about is work. You probably already are. Being a Capricorn, that's what we do. But what I'm getting is it's even more now. You're leveling up to a different level that you've been trying to reach for. So you're almost there, but it feels like you're kind of, it's like it's a depletion though. So you're working hard, you're focused. So to avoid this depletion, you need rest. You need to rest, you need to ground, you need to be outside. So the earth and the fire, they're working very well together, Capricorn and Aries. So when that happens, I mean, I know because that's what I am. Oh, wow. I'm earth and air, all earth and air. So, but when you have earth and fire, you need to ground yourself. You need the water too. So you need that balance. So that's what I'm getting. It's a force. It's so forceful. It's very dominant and it's powerful. So this whole transition right now, I feel it's for all cardinal signs. So I know I'm doing Capricorn right now, but career, financials, everything is going to take off as long as you stay focused and no distractions. That's pretty much the energy I was picking up. I want to see what else comes through. I didn't see or feel anything about relationships at all. Anything about relationships, family, anything like that. I think my own spirit guides are messing with me. But what I'm getting is it's in the future, not now. That's what I heard. In the future, not now. Focus. I really think that's probably, yeah. whoever's saying that, that's cool. That's all I do anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. So it's all about focus right now, self-identity, leveling up, taking yourself to the next level. So Capricorns in general are always thinking about work, but you do have to rest, and that's something Capricorns don't always do, so that was the big message here, is to rest. So financial, career, that's all good, but when it came to relationships and family, it was saying not yet, and it's saying future, and it's saying focus. So I don't know if that was for me. I don't know. I think it's for all of us Capricorns, because we're all a little wild, thinking outside the box, but also sometimes we want everything, sooner than it's supposed to be here. So we have to really stick to the game, stick to the focus of what we're building, what we're climbing, right? We climb the mountain. That's what we do. So as long as we stay focused, everything falls into place. It's very simple. It's very direct. That's what I was picking up too. It's very direct and very focused and powerful. So Aries full moon with the Capricorn combination is very powerful. And then the last Pluto Capricorn transit ever. Thank goodness it's almost over. And this is the last of the last, right? So whatever, this is for all cardinal signs. So 2008, what happened in 2008? This is the full wrap up. You never have to deal with that again. Final transformation. Amen. Amen to that. So, because I've had enough, really. You guys have seen quite a bit of it too. But it's fun. But that was for the Capricorns. That was a good one. Very powerful. I felt, how could I describe it? But what I felt with that was, it did feel like someone was telling me, to me, like, stay focused. I was really getting that. So I don't know. It was probably, Billy Bear out there, my grandfather. I think he is. I think my grandfather definitely, he always is. He sends me blue jays every morning. And I'm trying to get his picture, but there's a little baby blue jay. He was here this morning and yesterday morning. Tiniest, cutest little blue jay. Oh my gosh, I've got to get a picture of him. They're just so cute. I love them. I love birds. But anyways, let's move forward now. We've got the next sign coming up is Aquarius. Here we go. Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th, typical dates. So the deer is still a part of Aquarius. Some of the Aquariuses out there, you are a deer. You're with me, and we're deers. And then it moves into a cat, which you guys are so lucky that you get the cat. And then February 18th, it turns to the snake. So that's what happens with that one. But Aquarius, let's look into it. So all the Aquariuses out there, let's see what messages are coming in for you. What does Spirit want you to know? So Aquarius, for the collective out there, sun, moon, or rising, what are the messages for the energy of Aquarius? What do they need to know? Moving through the Aries full moon. All right, I'm seeing the money sign. I'm seeing heavy thought process, okay? I see the money sign, heavy thought process, and I also see a travel guide, like a magazine. No one looks at magazines anymore. It's like, but that's what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing water, and I'm seeing... Yeah, it's like they're planning something. So they're planning to escape they want to escape their territory. They want to break. That's what they want. They want to break. They want to get away. Aquariuses, they want to change it up right now. The day-to-day. It's the day-to-day is wearing on the Aquarius, but they do have the money, so that's good. That's the first thing I saw. So Aquarius, your message from Spirit is that what you have done is paid off. All your hard work has paid off. You will be rewarded. Justice. Wow. So I'm getting something with family and relationships right now. So for those Aquariuses out there that have been treated wrong by their family, either a mom, a dad, who knows, anyone, even someone that pretended to love you, you are going to have justice. And what I mean by that is it's a karmic return. So karmic return of reward. Karmic return of reward. So a karmic return of a reward, that would mean that the good things you've done come back to you to reward you. All right? So everything that the bad people have done, they will get bad karma. But a karmic reward return, that means the good things you've done, you will get return for that. So you're going to be gifted by the universe. That's what that would mean, or your angels or your guides, whatever. So let's look into this. But there's something about justice, truth. For Aquarius. Wow. So Aquarius, yes, what I'm getting is you are the bearer of light, you are the bearer of news. Well, they are the humanitarian. That makes sense. But what I'm getting is that they were wronged. So there's Aquariuses out there that were wronged by a family member, a loved one, someone that said they loved them and didn't, and backstabbed them or something. So there's Aquariuses out there, and this feels like it's an old situation, like this was years and years and years and years. Maybe when they were a kid and now they're an adult, but now everything that happened to them as a kid, and it kind of makes me sad because I know someone that this totally fits, but I'm not going to go on air and say who it is. But this is wild. So a child Aquarius treated terrible by the parent, okay, is getting justice now in the life right now. So the parent that treated the child wrong, this is heavy. This is what I was picking up. That parent is getting a karmic return of something negative because of the negative that they put on that child. You guys get the gist, right? I don't want to go too deep because it's dark. I can sense it. What happened to this? I feel like it's a boy. He was young. It could be a girl too. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. But what I'm getting is like a young boy, and the mom struck him. The mom was mean to him, very bad to him, neglected, or he left. No, he left. He ran away. And what happens now is the justice for the boy. The boy is now a man, or the girl is now a woman. Take it how it resonates, but that's what's happening. So the parent is getting the karmic return of the negative because she inflicted that on to the kid. That's what I'm getting. So whoever that was for, take it how it resonates, but evil as we know it, and we've been hearing this in a lot of readings, I've picked it up on a lot of readings, that evil as we know it is gone. It's going to be gone and just gone from the earth. They're all being brought, all the light is shining on all these dark baddies. They're all going to be disintegrated and gone. So that's what I'm getting. That's a good one for Aquarius. Justice for Aquarius. So I know a lot of them have had a hard run too, just like all of us. But wow, I didn't expect that one. That was pretty deep for sure. But hey, let's move on here. That was for Aquarius. Pretty cool. All right. So let's move on to the last, but not the least, Pisces. So Pisces, you're normally the fish, okay? So in Celtic Zodiac, though, I'm sorry, but you're a snake. Just saying. I'm just kidding. You're not a snake. Snakes are actually, they're really not that bad. Okay? Do I like snakes? No. I don't. But there's a lot of people that love them. There's people that have them as pets, and they think they're pretty and stuff. But I just would not be able to have one and wouldn't want to be one. and I'm sorry. But that's what the Celtic Zodiac did. I didn't do it. So the snake is from February 18th to March 17th. So there's still a chance that you are, what was the other one? A wolf or something? Yeah, there's still a chance that you're the other animal. But for a lot of you, yeah, you're probably a snake. It's all good. They're very protective. You know, there's good ones that are protective. So that's cool. But anyway, let's channel in and see what messages for Pisces. You know, what does Spirit want Pisces to know through this Aries full moon? Here we go. So listen to your heart. That's what I'm getting right away. Listen to your heart. There's conflict about what you want because you don't want to hurt someone. This reminds me of another sign. Hold on. This is also like there's an inner child conflict. Are you struggling with a parent or something? I feel like someone's struggling with their parent as well. Pisces. Maybe, it's kind of a sad feeling. So I don't feel like, it's not like Aquarius. This is more of like someone you've lost. So you've lost a parent, Pisces, and you're thinking back. You're remembering the precious memories. There are memories that aren't so good, but you're really focusing in on the good because you know that this person is an angel. This person is now back to love and back to the high frequency essence, soul essence, because when we cross over, that's what happens. So it looks and it feels like Pisces knows this, but you're still conflicted because you don't want to make the same choices or the same mistakes. Yeah, there's a lot of crying. There's a lot of sobbing. There's a lot of release at this time. I think it was Cancer too. So Pisces and Cancer, you're releasing a lot at this time. Pisces is releasing old baggage. This is old baggage. You don't need this. So yes, you're missing a loved one on the other side, but then you're also dealing with guilt and blame, and you're blaming yourself for something, about something else that doesn't matter anymore. It's a time to let go. Listen to your heart, follow what you want, and don't. Okay, so the big thing is, I think Cancer, Pisces, those were the only two I think that had this. So they keep thinking about the same thing over and over again, but I kind of get the impression that they're by themselves. And water signs by themselves, sometimes they struggle more. You know, they don't like to be all lonesome or alone with their thoughts at times because it's too much, because they feel everything. Then they feel other people that they love too. And then they feel sorry for them and they feel sorry for what they're going through. And then they'll cry about that, you know, and because they're so sweet and they're empaths and they're so intuitive. I think Pisces really is the most intuitive sign. I really do, for sure. But they're so tapped in, and then they're tapped into their own personal stuff, you know, their baggage that they need to let go. And then also their loved ones on the other side. They feel all of that too. Now, obviously, Pisces out there that don't like this stuff and they're oblivious, right? They're going to struggle a little bit more in their life because they naturally are feeling everything, but they're not aware that those are gifts, that they can feel everything. The gift of Pisces, in my belief, is that because they can feel everything, and yes, I just told you it's kind of baggage, and then they worry about the same things and they go in circles, right? So in the gist of things, it doesn't sound good, right? But it's actually a gift, because what they're doing is, even though it kind of sucks in the moment and they're sobbing and crying their eyes out, they're actually strengthening their intuition. They're actually getting stronger every time they release their tears and they release this connection with someone else. But once they come back home a little bit, like the next day, they realize, I was so upset about this, that, and the other. And then they realize that it wasn't their own, that it was all everybody else's stuff. So, but what I'm trying to say is it is a gift because it strengthens their intuition even more and more every day. But as they get closer to finding who they truly are, which Pisces, kind of like Capricorn, as they get older, they're even more wiser. And it's almost like they were kind of born old soul. They already had all that wisdom, and they just kind of keep growing with it. But it's amazing, I think. And I have a lot of readings, as you know, and a lot of Pisces come to me. I have a lot of Pisces friends, and I love them all. But I see it, and they don't see their real potential either. They think it's a curse. Even Cancer signs out there, they think it sucks. I'm by myself, and I'm sad, but it's actually a gift because you're becoming very strong, and you're going to be more in tune with the other side. Your mediumship skills are going to be coming in even stronger. But you do have to believe that. You have to see that potential in yourself. But every time you do have that release or that dark feeling and alone feeling that you go through, I know all the water signs can relate to that. Because they feel everything. So they cry, and that's okay to cry because you're releasing and you're healing. You are the healer. So don't beat yourself up over it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's a gift. Be happy that you have that gift, that you could feel everything. And then, tap into it. Use a crystal ball. Use cards if you need to. You don't really have to. These are just tools, and they're fun, right? But we can all do this. We can all just sit and talk and channel things and hear things and listen. We can all do that. You don't need the tools. You don't. I love them. It's fun. It's great. It's beautiful. It helps. It strengthens your intuition. These strengthen your intuition. But I just want you all to know that you already have it. We all have it. We can just, like I said, sit and chill and talk, just like at the retreat. Oh my gosh, I wish all of you were there. But we just kind of hung out, and we were all just, with all of our wisdom and what was coming through, we just kept helping each other and healing each other. And that's what it's all about. We all have it, and it's beautiful. And thank you all for watching. Man, we went over an hour and 23 minutes. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I appreciate you all for being here. Yes, don't forget to hit that like button. And I did want to share with you, I did update the website again because you guys know I like to play around with the website. So I'm doing something fun in celebration as we're getting closer to Mr. President Donald J. Trump making his official return. We already know he's commander-in-chief, but we need him to just get back already, in the game. So anyways, here we go. This is what I'm doing in celebration of it, okay? It's funny, but this is what I'm doing. So pre-recorded readings, yes, I dropped it to $17. It's 1Q, meaning one question. And it could be a question, a topic. It could be a topic. Don't just send me like, oh, hey, is so-and-so going to ask me out? Don't send me that. Send me some specific, some material, a topic, and I will pull cards for you. It's a mini reading for $17. And this is definitely to celebrate Q, the Trump, the whole, everything that's going on. A lot more is going to be exposed. It's exciting times right now. So this is to celebrate all of you, all of your support, and of course, Mr. Trump. So yeah, it's one topic, I'll say, but I'm calling it a Q, 1Q for $17. So that's on my website now. I'm going to run it until the contest date. So November 5th, November 6th. We'll run it until then. It'll be fun. Why not? And again, you will have to choose a date. It's going to have to be in November, but that doesn't mean you have to wait till November because I'm already working on appointments in November. So I'm already ahead of schedule. So you'll get your reading back beforehand. So I'm already working on it. And anyways, I thank you all for being here. Love you all. You guys are the best, and take care. I have an out video as we exit. Okay, so you don't want to miss it because Trump is in it and it's really cute. So anyways, I'll see you guys. You guys take care. Bye.
Voting Donald Trump, baby. America needs saving. America!